I apologize for the abrupt message. I'm from a finance company, and I'm calling in regards to your father's debt. You're my Mary, right? Are you aware that tomorrow is my father's first memorial anniversary? I think you're mistaken. The name has changed, but the icon is still the gold Bitcoin. About 10 years ago, setting it as your icon was rumored to bring better financial luck, and it became a trend, didn't it? That's why it happens to be the same. It's very common for people to use the same icon. This is not a good time. I'm busy getting ready for tomorrow, okay? It's not okay. I'm not your brother's wife. We need to settle this matter. Well, you just admitted it, didn't you? Huh? My Mary could be my husband's sister, but you said yourself brother's wife. I couldn't help but burst into laughter. You're single, right? If you know that, then you are my Mary after all. That's, financier intuition. Intuition is very important in this business. Then how did you know my number? It's a unique information network. What kind of information network? A lot of shady stuff and whatnot? Anyway, I'm not your Mary. May I continue? But your name is Mike Tramp. It's Trump. My Mary, who loves money, got the idea from watching the election. It's so obvious. I know what my Mary likes. It's my real name. So you're going to go with Tramp to the end. It's not Tramp. Got it? Got it. So what can I do for you, Mr. Self-Proclaimed Financier? You're a co-signer for your father. You're obligated to pay $300,000. Huh? That can't be true. I think you've got the wrong person. Are you trying to evade? There's no way our father owes money. He wouldn't go out of his way to tell his daughter that. There must have been some unavoidable circumstances. Please don't do this. That's impossible. How can you be so sure? My father always told my brother and me that he would work until retirement, and then he and Mom would have enough money for a nursing home, so they wouldn't burden us. He was a very solid man. What? And yet he left no inheritance to his son? I knew it. Is that what my brother told you? Is this my Mary? No. I looked it up through the company's contacts. I've never heard of a financial company looking into the circumstances of an inheritance. It smells fishy. That's a trade secret. It's fishy. Complaining won't change the fact that your father owes us money. You have to pay what you owe. Even if that's true, I don't remember being a co-signer. You probably signed some papers your father asked you to without realizing it. There are many cases like that. My father would never do such a thing. I told you he was a solid man, right? Is that really true? Maybe that's just your ideal image of him, isn't it? Huh? He may have just been hiding it from his family, but the truth is, he may have been spending it on girls. It's also possible that he was a heavy gambler. Can you please stop that? Don't be rude. But you don't have any physical evidence that it's absolutely impossible, do you? That's true, but think about it. This problem is exactly like Schrodinger's cat. You put a cat in a box that has 50% chance of emitting poison gas, and you don't know if the cat is alive an hour later until you open the box, right? I'm surprised you know about this. Until you open the box, you can't say that the cat is alive or dead. In other words, unless we confirm the truth with your father himself, we can't say he's a gambler or not. You can't judge a person by their appearance. That's a philosophical viewpoint that took root later, and it's not the original purpose and idea of the experiment. But it's a long story, so let's cut it short. Huh? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. If you want to understand it properly, look it up yourself. No, I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that cats are liquid? Why do you say that? What? That's what you're saying, right? No, it's not. Well, cats do move in a liquid-like manner. There are papers written about it. What? Seriously? Yes. My father's beloved cat, Rain, was actually liquid. No wonder she was sleeping peacefully in a tiny vase. So, if you know about Rain, you're showing your true colors, aren't you? Mary. My Mary? Ah, no. I am not your brother's wife. Why don't you give up now? I'm Mike Tyson. Now you're a professional boxer? I don't get it. It was just a typo. You keep going off on tangents, so I got confused. Why don't you be serious? In the first place, you're doing this with a weak setup, so you're not getting anywhere at all. Your story is full of holes. You are obligated to pay $300,000 as a co-signer. That's wonderful. Do you want to push it? If you don't pay, we'll contact your workplace and garnish your wages. Is that okay? Even so, I don't think I'm obligated to pay. I'm not even a co-signer. If you refuse, we will hire a lawyer and claim damages for refusing to pay. Can you make such a claim based on false information? You could rack up an additional $100,000. What do you think? Scary, isn't it? Yeah, first I'm gonna discuss it with my family. The deadline is 1 week, so please make it as soon as possible. It's been a year since my father died suddenly in an accident, and I've barely gotten over it. It was so insensitive. I didn't even want to get angry. And too ridiculous. The next day, my brother and Mary came to the 1-year memorial service with an unsuspecting face and said, "The lesson of life is to obey lawyers and finance companies without talking." She left with these mysterious words. I was truly dumbfounded. Well, I could have left it alone, but I was curious as to why she was pretending to be a loan company employee and charging me money. So I talked it over with my brother, just like I told her I would. After hearing some interesting things, I decided to deal with her for a while longer. What's the meaning of this? The deadline for payment has long passed. I talked with my family and we decided not to pay. It's already been decided. I'll contact your workplace. Where do you work? Huh? You don't know? It's probably a dirty factory anyway. Give me the phone number. No. You're kidding, right? I wouldn't tell you if I knew you'd harass me. Then I'll tell the neighbors all about it. You don't want this story to spread, do you? Huh? Coercion? The deadbeat father of that house was a scumbag parent who put his family in debt. And if the parent is, then the daughter is. I can't believe you're trying to evade this. What an irredeemable family. Isn't that a bunch of lies? I don't think our neighbors will believe you. I've already gone through the yellow pages and left voicemails with every one of your neighbors. If you keep this up, it's going to spread throughout the area, okay? Huh? Stop it right now. Then, you want to transfer the money? Okay, I'll pay. I'll transfer the money. You should have said so from the beginning, right away. But you haven't shown me any paperwork and I don't trust you. I have all the documents. Take a picture and send it to me right now. It's a huge amount of paperwork and we're running out of time. Well, just scan it and email it to me. We don't have a scanner. Is there such a financial company nowadays? Okay, I understand. Then I'll go to your office to pick it up. What? Come to think of it, I haven't been told the name of the company. May I have the name of the company, address, telephone number, and name of the person in charge? No, it's not a well-known company. Asking for money without telling me the name of the company is like mugging me. That's illegal, isn't it? You're rude. I won't allow you to insult my company. Then tell me the name of the company and the location of the office. We are a very small company, so even if I tell you the name of the company, you won't be able to find the location on a map search on the internet. And it is very far from your house, so it would be difficult for you to come here now. That's why I texted you. The company I work for is quite lenient, and I can take a day off anytime. It doesn't matter if it's far or not. You must be working for a company that is about to go out of business at any moment. Let's put the rude remarks aside for now. Now, where is this place? Please tell me now so I can go there. Unlike you, we deal with a tremendous number of clients every day, so you can't just show up on the spur of the moment. I wouldn't be able to talk to you even if you came. I'll wait for as long as it takes. Tell me the name and location of your company right now. I found a scanner. I'll email it to you. That's very convenient. I'll send you the documents and the account number so you can transfer the money. If you make us wait any longer, we'll take legal action. I hope you're prepared for that. I finally got a call. I've been waiting for you. Huh? I looked at the documents and I laughed my head off. What's so funny? Did you make this yourself? It's an official document. But it says loan agreement. There's no way that's a typo. It's a typo an elementary school student would make, isn't it? Our company is very busy, so mistakes like this are rare. Sometimes the computer converts them on its own. It's an official document, right? That shouldn't happen. Everyone makes mistakes, right? So you made a mistake with the company name too? Huh? That can't be right. But it doesn't make sense. I'm checking the documents right now, but it's still called the Get Rich Finance Company. That's where I work. Why are you in the same office? What? It's strange that a company that's going out of business and a company with a lot of clients are the same place. Huh? I mean, we don't have any employees called Mike Trump in the first place. Are you a scammer? I see. You want to fess up? You're just trying to get out of this by lying that you're an employee of a finance company. That's not going to happen no matter what you do. Will you admit it whether you want to or not? Did you really think we'd believe you when you talk like that? That's an excuse for someone who is trying to evade payment. I don't care. Okay, so I have no problem having you arrested. What? Trying to swindle me out of my money is attempted fraud. I told you, I'm following proper procedure. Furthermore, fabricating a loan document constitutes forgery of a sealed private document. That was just a typo. It's official. Using the name of our financial company without permission and pretending to be an employee to create those documents constitutes obstruction of business by deception. I'm a legitimate financier. Calling someone's neighbors and telling them lies is defamation. You can't just try to make me believe in all kinds of complicated words. I'm a financial professional after all. Why don't you just give up on this, Mary? I already know. Please? Even if I were a fake financier, it doesn't mean I'm your Mary, does it? I have evidence. Like what? When you came to our house for the 1-year anniversary, you turned to Rain and asked, "Are you liquid?" You walked up to Rain. I took a video of it just in case. Oh, you heard that? And you even filmed it? You can't use the excuse that you just happened to read a published paper about it by chance. Oh God, I get it. I admit it. At last, that took forever. You're so stupid. I thought it would work. Seriously? You work for Get Rich Loan? Yes, I have a 5-minute commute. No way! When I googled it on the map app, it said it was about a 3-hour drive from your house. Maybe it's a get-rich-quick scheme? Huh? It seems there is another finance company with the same name. Our company often gets inquiries by mistake. Giving a weird name to the same finance company? Oh God. I don't know what to tell you. Seriously, I screwed up by making a mistake like this. I mean, it was obvious from the beginning. Oh well, it is what it is. Bye. What are you talking about? This is where it gets good. Huh? Why did you try to scam us out of $300,000 in the first place? A whim? Because you had a grand time with your lover using the money you saved up to buy a house from my brother's earnings, right? You spent every penny, didn't you? Oh shit! How do you... I talked to my brother about it after that first text from you, and he immediately checked his bank book and discovered it. You told my husband? That's $300,000. Is it any wonder? I told you I'd talk to my family about it. I thought you meant your mother. What have you done? My brother said he left all the money management to you, and he was sorry that he never noticed it. So, you betrayed my brother? So what? Our savings is our joint property, and I have every right to spend it. That's a given. It's disgusting that you spent my brother's hard-earned money on a lavish affair with a man you cheated on him with. Where is the proof that I cheated on him? You gave it to me yourself. What? The account holder of the account you designated to transfer the money to under the guise of Mike Trump is James Smith. How careless of you. Uh-oh. According to my brother, he was your ex-boyfriend in college. Is it still going on? Well, kind of. I just asked him to lend me his account for a bit, because I'd get busted if it were in my name. It seems like you went after my brother for just the money from the beginning, married him, and behind his back, you've been seeing your ex all this time. I can't allow this. If you would listen to me earlier, don't just say whatever. It's all just speculation. You brought Mr. Smith home during the day when my brother wasn't around, and the two of you were having a good time. What? Why? I heard that for 8 years of marriage, you told my brother you were infertile, but really, you were just using contraception. How do you know that? On top of that, for the last 2 years, you've been almost completely unintimate, giving some reason for it, like a woman's hormonal disorder or something. That's true! Even though you have a good time with your lover? Because for the past 2 weeks, my brother set up a camera in your home, and we've got perfect video and audio footage. I'm disappointed in my Mary. I misjudged you. Huh? You mean you took spy photos? Isn't that a crime? My brother was just trying to prevent crime. Then, he happened to catch you cheating on him. That was too careless. You think such a convenient lie will work? You're a bitch! You say that when we have proof? My brother worked hard to save money to have a happy life with you, even if he couldn't have children. And you betrayed him and trampled on his heart? That was up to him. He was just dreaming. It's the same with my father. You were talking about debt and all that from before the 1-year anniversary of his death. Didn't you think about how our relatives were mourning? You barged into our grief with your hands in our pockets. You replied to my message with a lickety-split smile, and you seemed unconcerned at the memorial service. My mother was depressed. I couldn't be depressed too. If I got depressed, my mother would fall apart, wouldn't she? The truth is, it was so hard that I wanted to scream and cry. You're so sad, but you're pretending that you're doing the best you can? What a bunch of crap. If you have time to be so gloomy, just give me the money. You're the worst kind of bitch. I beg your pardon? If you want to sue me, come on, anytime. When you get out of jail, we'll settle it. Why am I going to the joint? Don't make assumptions. I just told you. You'll be arrested for attempted fraud, forgery of a sealed document, and obstruction of justice. You said if I came clean, that would be off the table. I never said that. You've got to be kidding me. I don't want to be arrested. I've already filed a damage report. It's too late for that. Huh? That can't be. You're lying, aren't you? By the way, I heard that my brother is planning to charge both you and James Smith with damages and divorce you. Please keep that in mind. Why? Besides being arrested, I have to pay money? That's right. If my husband hadn't lied about not having an inheritance in the first place, none of this would have happened. My brother and I had discussed it and decided that all of my father's inheritance would be used to fund my mother's retirement, so we only have the remainder. What a waste! My brother is a kind man. He's much like my father was. He thinks differently from people like you who only see money. Well then, if that's the case, I'll make a settlement offer. No thanks. I haven't said anything yet. No matter what you say, it won't change the outcome. You'll have to hear my proposal. See, Schrodinger's cat? I don't need to hear what you have to say. The answer is no. Well then. Of course, Mary was arrested on various charges. I claimed damages for defamation and compensation for emotional distress. She was also sued for damages by the Get Rich Loan Company because she had misused their name. I was very sorry for my brother, who was very kind to me, but he divorced as a result. She and her ex-boyfriend, with whom she had been having an affair with, were billed for compensation, including the amount of money they had spent from the savings. The total amount of the payment claimed to her is said to be over $300,000. Mary has been working at night since her release from prison, paying her bills in installments. She lives in a one-room studio apartment with no bathroom and no toilet and doesn't have enough food to eat. She says that her ex-boyfriend, with whom she had a falling out with, is living a similar life. As for Mary, who caused my brother grief and insulted my late father, I think she deserved it. As for me, my brother has returned to my parents' house, so I will live quietly with my family of 3 and my cat Rain while thinking about my father. Tucker, oh my God, what should I do? Please, pick up the phone, answer it. You keep bugging me. What's going on? Oh, thank God you got back to me. I'm in a bad way. I don't see any lights on in the house. Are you out? Didn't you say you were going to the job agency in the morning and you'd be at home in the afternoon? Huh? You're home already? You're home so early. I thought I could relax by myself for the first time in a while. What do you mean the first time in a while? You've been taking it easy since you left your job last month. What? You got something to complain about? Who do you have to thank for being able to eat? What's wrong with taking time off and relaxing? I'm not mad at you. I don't care about that. I lost my house key.
Huh? What are you doing? You idiot. Stupid dumbass. If we get robbed, it's your fault. Take some responsibility and find it right away.
I'm so sorry, but I'll find it as soon as I can. What time will you be back? I mean, where are you?
It doesn't matter where I am. I'm scared to death because of the asshole who lost the keys. I can't go home. Oh my God. You did it this time. How could you be so stupid?
Don't say that. For God's sake, help me look for it. Where are you now? I don't think Lynn's home either. Are you having dinner with Lynn?
My parents' house. Lynn hasn't seen her grandma in a long time. She missed her.
When is she coming back?
Huh? Don't tell me you're making me and Lynn look for it too. You're the one who lost it. You're on your own.
You're as cold as ever. Can you help me now?
I don't want to. I'm not coming home until you find the key.
What? Are you serious? I'm exhausted.
It's your fault.
I know that. I'm sorry. I'm not asking you to look for it. Can you just unlock the house for me, please? I'm starving and it's cold outside. Just come back for a minute and unlock the door.
Huh? What? You want me to feel sorry for you? That's ridiculous. You lost it, so take responsibility, scum.
Why are you being so mean? I'm just asking you. You can get home from your parents' house in an hour. Bring me the key that you have.
Then ask nicely. When you ask someone for something, you have to ask nicely. Didn't your parents teach you that? You can video call me and get down on your knees. What do you say?
You're not gonna do that, are you?
What? Who are you talking to? You're talking big for a wife. You think you can defy me? Goodbye and good luck.
Wait, I'm begging you. What should I do?
I don't know. Why don't you go back to work? Oh, don't stay in a hotel or anything. I seriously won't forgive you if you go and use my money without permission. You understand?
I understand. I only have $30 on me right now.
Only $30? Do you know how hard it is to make $30?
Of course I do. You act all high and mighty, but I've been paying for everything in the house since you quit your job.
That would be from this month. Until last month, I was providing for you and Lynn for years. Even now, you're living off my severance pay and unemployment insurance. Don't dignify yourself with your paltry part-time pay.
You spent your severance money on your hobby car, and your monthly unemployment insurance goes in your own pocket. I'm the one who makes the money for the family. I'm tired after a long day at work. It's sad to hear you talk like that. Oh, there's a message from Lynn. Mom, take it easy. I have the keys. It'll be fine. What does she mean?
Whatever Lynn says, just keep looking until you find them. Answer me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's yes, not yeah.
Yes. It's Lynn again. Dad has your keys. He's at home now. What's going on?
Damn it, sticking her nose in.
What? I went back to the office.
It's your fault for not checking when you left in the morning.
Tucker, I'm leaving now, so tell me why when I get home. Hey Tucker, I know you're home. Take off the chain.
You're a real pain in the ass. I'm not opening it. Why don't you sleep outside?
What? That's horrible.
Huh? I'm your husband. Watch your mouth. Oh, and don't come home until 11 p.m. from now on. And eat dinner out. Got it?
What for? I don't understand. I have to make dinner for you guys. I've got to help with Lynn's homework. 11 p.m. is way too late.
Can't you even understand anything? Oh, I'm so sick of this. You shouldn't come home anymore. You're driving me crazy.
Give me a break. And what's with your attitude? Lynn dislikes it.
Lynn wouldn't dislike it. Are you crazy? Lynn loves her daddy. She hates her mom who just nags.
You should understand that Lynn is hurting.
That's a great way to put it. Oh, you piss me off. That's it. You're going to sleep outside in a cardboard box.
Then I'm never coming home.
What? You know that's not possible. You really are an idiot.
I've had enough of your abuse. I'll send you the divorce papers later, so make sure you sign them.
What? That's a big leap.
No, I'm serious. I'll get custody of Lynn too.
Of course that's impossible. You, the incompetent wife, are going to get custody without even considering your husband, right? Besides, I don't think Lynn would agree to being with you.
Then ask Lynn. Lynn doesn't want a selfish dad.
Lynn? She wouldn't say that.
She called me at lunchtime and said she was worried about me. She said you're too much, and she's heartbroken. I don't want to live with him anymore. She said I could divorce you. She's only 15 years old. Don't you feel sorry for her?
Are you trying to trick me?
If you don't believe me, just ask her. Lynn said she's going to text you to tell you.
Huh? That can't be. I won't forgive you if you're lying.
Did you talk to Lynn? How did it go? Were you so shocked that you couldn't reply?
I don't know what to do. Lynn wants to leave with you. I can't live without Lynn. Talk her out of it.
You need to chill out for a while. What you're doing to me, you're not supposed to do that. You take my keys and lock me out. You're overbearing, saying that the husband is better just because he's a man. Your attitude toward me has negative effects on her education. To begin with, you're the kind of person who lounges around at home every day after quitting your job, drinking and yelling at me. You are mistaken if you think your daughter admires that.
Wait a minute. Are you seriously taking Lynn with you?
Yes, I am. I'll take custody too. You can relax as much as you want.
No. I'm not giving you custody of Lynn. That's the one thing I won't give up.
You can't support Lynn if you don't have a job. Lynn says she'll be better off with me.
Wait, please. I'll unlock the door right now. We'll talk about it.
No, we won't. I'm running out of patience. When I got Lynn's message, I realized I should have made up my mind sooner.
Is there any way you can forgive me? I'll do anything. I'll get a job soon. Is that all right with you? You're worried about me being unemployed, aren't you?
It's too late. You've done things you can never take back. You didn't even tell me when you quit your job. You spent your severance pay and unemployment insurance on your hobbies. You don't do any housework. You don't look for a job. You just sit on your ass all day. I can't live with you being so selfish.
I'm sorry. You're in front of the house right now, right? I'll open the door, just wait.
I went back to my parents' house to pick up Lynn. I don't want to see you. My dad's driving to pick up Lynn.
What? Your father? Please, don't take Lynn. I'm sorry for everything. I apologize for everything. Please, forgive me. I won't be mean from now on. It'll really work. I'll be a great husband.
I heard you were violent and sexually harassing around Lynn's friends.
When did you hear that?
I heard when you called me during the day. Lynn says fathers like you are the worst. She said you say, Lynn loves daddy, but she says it's really creepy and she wants you to stop it.
She said that? Oh my God. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please give me a chance to talk to her.
That's so annoying. Don't hold on to Lynn, and I'm gonna cancel the credit cards of mine that you have.
Huh? Wait a minute. Even if I say I'll work, I still need to spend money for job hunting.
That's what unemployment insurance is for, right? You should be putting it to good use, not spending it on stupid hobbies.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Please don't abandon me.
Goodbye. After that, I took Lynn back to my parents' house and we had a discussion. She said she couldn't forgive her father for being mean to me and her friends. Looking at Lynn, who had endured heartbreak and sorrow, I decided to divorce him. Tucker did not immediately agree to the divorce, but when he saw Lynn's strong will, he understood the magnitude of what he had done and agreed to the divorce. After that, Tucker went back to his parents' house and started working part-time in order to get custody of Lynn. It didn't last long. He is living a semi-reclusive life. I sold the house where we used to live as a family. I am living peacefully with my parents and Lynn in my parents' house as a family of 4. Since my house and my parents' house were close to each other, Lynn didn't have to change schools, and she is now studying hard to get into college. I am spending happy days with Lynn's bright smile and happy conversations. Hey! Hey sis! What's your boyfriend's name again? His name is Adam. Oh, yeah, Adam! He was so cool. I didn't expect my sister to bring such a handsome guy home. What does he do for a living? He's a car dealer. What about it? Does it pay well? I don't know. I've heard it's above average for someone his age. Oh, really? He must have a pretty good income. He seems to have a good personality. That's a good sign, isn't it? Well, he's kind, smart, and thoughtful. We've known each other since freshman year of college, so we know each other well. He's hardworking, humble, and has good values. Wow, that's nice. A high-income boyfriend with a nice face and personality. I wish I could have one just like him. Oh, I just got a good idea. Give me your boyfriend. Huh? What? What do you mean just give him to you? What do I mean? Just what I said. I'll be his girlfriend instead of you. You and I are twins. We have the same face. I mean, I'm a little prettier and a little younger than you. Wouldn't Adam be happier with me? That's okay, right? Give him to me. No, wait a minute. We're twins, so even though you're younger, it's only a few minutes. I mean, give him to you, he's not a thing. It's not easy to get a good boyfriend who has a lot of money. It's too much trouble to get one on my own, so give Adam to me. You can get another boyfriend. There's no way. Don't ignore my and Adam's feelings. Even Adam says he'd rather have me. We have the same face, but I'm prettier. Feelings are another subject. They're not another subject. There's no way I'd say, here you go, even if you ask me to give up my boyfriend. Did you really think I would give him to you? Are you crazy? Well, you've given me so many things in the past. Toys, candy, clothes, jewelry. When I asked for something, you gave it to me. Why not your boyfriend? Because he's not clothes or accessories. Adam is a human being. I know that. But what's my sister's is mine. It's the same if it's a thing or a person, right? No, it's not. I mean, you said I gave you a lot of things. All of those things, you took them from me. When I took them back, you cried and told our parents. Mom and Dad loved you so much, they said, she's your sister, so you have to put up with it and give it to her. I've put up with you for so long, And now you want me to give up my boyfriend? Don't be ridiculous. Because you're my big sister, and it's only natural for you to do that. It's only natural for you to give up to your younger siblings. Don't you have any kindness at all, not putting up with it or giving it up? Anyway, ask Adam. Just ask him. Why don't you go out with my sister or something like that? Tell him, we have the same face, so what's the difference? I mean, I have better qualities than you. Let's talk to Adam for a bit. I'll show him how much better I am than you. I can't even find the words to respond to this. What's wrong with you? Do you think this is a joke? What do you think you're doing to people? Treating them like possessions? Don't talk nonsense to me. Mom also said, if Maisie wants Adam, why don't you give him to Maisie? See? That's what Mom says too. Anyway, I'd like to go on a date, so how about next Sunday? Ask Adam about his schedule. It wasn't just you who was crazy. It was the whole family. I understand perfectly. I'm going to cut myself off from all of you. I've been putting up with it for a long time, but I can't take it anymore. Are you mad at me? Why? You're so funny. What are you mad about? Are you mad at yourself for being born uglier than your twin sister? Wow, you're so stoic. I now know that my parents and siblings are crazy. If I don't do something about it, they will keep exploiting me my whole life. For the safety of Adam and myself, I'm going to leave you guys. Oh, you're taking your boyfriend away? You're not going to give him up, even though you're my sister? Our parents won't let you do that. I don't care. I don't need your permission. I don't want to spend the rest of my life being exploited. Don't you ever contact me again. After that, I really cut myself off from my family and moved out. Maisie complained to her friends and neighbors. My sister didn't give me her boyfriend. They all pushed her aside, distanced themselves from her, and isolated themselves from her. My family was crazy, but I'm glad to hear that some of my friends were sane. A few years later, I married Adam and had children. When I married Adam and had a child, I received a phone call from my parents. Maisie still insisted that I should give up my boyfriend, and once she was married, she planned to quit her job and hang out at home. My parents were crying, saying that they wanted me to come back home and that they wanted to see their grandchildren. I silently hung up the phone and quickly blocked the calls.
Police, we have an arrest warrant for your husband for a $70 million fraud.
What? Who?
The police.
Oh, are you the one who suddenly came to our house earlier? You didn't have any identification, did you?
There are times when we don't.
No, there aren't.
Yes, there are. Citizens shouldn't talk about police matters. You don't usually have to deal with the police.
That's for sure.
Let's get back to the main issue. Please get your husband to turn himself in as soon as possible. Covering for him will get you arrested too.
A $70 million scam is amazing. On the contrary, I'd like to compliment him.
Excuse me?
Isn't it amazing that he could swindle people out of that kind of money? It means he's very talented.
Are you okay? It's crazy to praise a criminal.
I'm sorry.
Your husband is a criminal.
You mean there's a side to him I'm not aware of?
Yes, everyone has a dark side.
So what should I do? Is there anything I can do for my husband?
Ma'am, I have good news. The victim has agreed to settle the case.
I see.
If he returns only $50,000, they won't pursue it any further.
$50,000 for $70 million? That's a little too good to be true.
Actually, the money that was defrauded is the kind of money that can't be disclosed.
Does that mean the other party is a criminal too?
That's right.
Then why don't you arrest him first?
No, he's a victim.
Let's not do this anymore, scammer.
What?
Do you really think I'd be fooled by this?
I'm a police officer. I would never lie. If you resist, it's an obstruction of justice.
Every police officer has a badge.
Don't act like you know what you are talking about.
I know, I'm a police officer.
Huh?
Who the hell are you?
I'm Johnson, a police officer.
No, you're not a policeman.
What do you know about it? You really will be arrested.
Arrest me if you can. You tried to swindle me out of $50,000. You know what the police would charge you with?
It's not a crime. I didn't receive any money.
Huh? You don't know about attempted fraud is?
Yes, I know that. But in this case, it doesn't apply, because I am a genuine police officer and I did not cheat anyone.
I understand. You insist, yeah.
Yes.
Which police station?
I can't tell you.
They usually tell us who they are or which precinct they're from.
It's a top secret case.
You think you can get away with it? We have cameras on our front door. We have a picture of your face, so I'll submit it to the police as evidence.
Go ahead and try that.
Your tone has changed. Are you in a hurry?
All right. The cop thing was a lie.
It's a lie that I'm a cop too.
Huh?
I love detective dramas and watch them often. I still like Blue Lights the best.
You tricked me.
We both lied, didn't we? I was a little better than you, wasn't I? And by the way, I lied about the camera on the front door. You were a little freaked out, weren't you?
You're pretty good.
I'm flattered.
It's easy. You pay me.
Are you an acquaintance of my husband's?
Gary, right? I know him well.
Friends from school?
Well, something like that.
Who gave you my number?
Your brother, who loves poker.
That idiot.
He told me right away, man. You should at least educate your brother.
What reason would I have to pay you $50,000?
Thugs do bad things. You think there's a reason?
Oh, you are a hoodlum then, are you?
I heard your husband, Gary O'Brien, started his own business after college and became very successful. He's an accountant and makes a lot of money, right?
Apparently so.
$50,000 is nothing to him.
It's something.
Tell Gary that if he doesn't pay up soon, his precious wife will get hurt badly.
Why don't you just tell him in person? You're a friend of my husband's, aren't you?
Indirect threats like this are more effective.
Wow, I'm learning a lot. I'll do the same next time I have to threaten someone.
You're an idiot.
I can't believe you don't know that I'm pretending to be an idiot.
You're an asshole.
Well. I'm going to take a shower now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, you better hope it's not the last shower you're ever gonna take. See you around. You got the money ready?
Come to the 4th pier at 3 a.m.
You'll pay?
No, I'm not paying you. I just wanted to say that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Don't even try to screw with me.
Don't get mad at me. I wanted to play the bad guy too.
It's too late. I already lost my temper. I just broke the window of your car.
What?
You have a nice car.
Why did you do that?
People can't win against fear. They'll pay if they can get away. We use that kind of psychology to make money.
What a coward. Are you even human?
I'm just getting started. Now it's your pet's turn.
Huh?
You love it, don't you?
I'd give my right eye for him.
Why only your right eye?
If you mess with John, I won't let you get away with it.
That's up to you.
Oh God. Why is this happening?
50,000 is chump change to you. Let's just pay up and get it over with. I brought 70 million down to 50,000.
I just don't want to give in to criminals. I didn't know the 70 million was still on the table. 70 million is a little too much, isn't it?
If I say 50,000 after 70 million, it seems cheap, doesn't it? In this world, power and brains used well win. You sheltered ladies wouldn't understand.
Why don't you use your brains in a real job?
You're always trying to stir things up, aren't you?
You figured that out, huh?
A loser like you won't understand until she's hurt once. I don't want to do it, but I don't have a choice.
What are you doing?
John, right? I'm taking this guy.
What? What do you mean you're taking him? What are you going to do to John?
I was going to give you a break with just a car window, but it's your fault for pissing me off.
Please, give John back to me.
In exchange for 100,000.
It was 50,000 just a minute ago, wasn't it? Why is it increasing?
Because you made me angry and uncomfortable. If John's life is worth 50,000, you can pay.
Where do I transfer the money to?
There's no way I'd do anything that could be traced back to me. You're gonna have to go to the bank and withdraw the money and bring it with you.
Then where do I go?
Tomorrow, after you withdraw the money, go to the mall near your house. I'll tell you where to go from there.
Let me just hand it over and be done with, instead of going through all that trouble. I'm worried about John.
It would be bad if the police were called and I got staked out, so I want to make sure it's safe.
So is that what you call brains?
Don't you dare try to set me up. Next time, it won't just be a pet.
Okay, I'll do as you say.
Take the money out in the morning. I'll call you in the afternoon.
Okay.
It's time to meet. I hope you didn't tell the cops.
I didn't tell them. Is John safe?
Well, that depends on what you're going to do from here on. Did you bring the key I left in the mailbox?
Yes.
Use it to open the coin locker at the west exit, number 12.
Got it.
Put the money in the bag that's inside the locker.
Huh?
What's up? You're not going to tell me you were wearing a GPS or something, are you?
No.
By the way, my guys are watching from a distance. If you do anything stupid, the deal's off. You know what happens to your pet if that happens, right?
Okay, I'll put it in the bag.
Take that bag and get out of the mall.
Aren't we going to meet?
You got the cops waiting for you across from the movie theater? I know what you're doing.
You're so sharp. You got me. I'll do what you say quietly.
There's a bar with a red sign just outside the mall, right?
Yes.
Go around to the back of the bar.
Yes, please wait a moment. I'm going. Okay, I'm here. Now what?
Lift up the big trash can. There's a key there.
Are these car keys?
Can you see the parking lot from there?
Yes, I see it.
You see that black car parked there?
Yes.
Use the key to unlock it and put the bag in the back seat. Put the car keys on the tire.
Sounds like a drama. I'm getting nervous.
Shut up and get on with it.
I put it on the back seat.
Then you run and leave for the mall.
Can I just walk fast? I have a backache.
Hurry as fast as you can and don't look back. Don't even try to track the car. I'll be changing cars in a minute. Understood?
Yes. Where's John?
He's on a leash in a park 100 yards from there.
Okay, I'll go and get him as soon as I can.
That's it. We're done.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Hey, wait.
What?
I just got a call from one of my guys. He said there's no money in the bag.
What? Then what's in it?
They said there's a bunch of baseball cards in there.
That's impossible.
What do you mean?
Could it be that your friends betrayed you?
No way.
Strange. Weird things happen.
It's you.
Oh no, you got me.
You've got to be kidding me. Don't you care what happens to the dog?
Oh, the dog has already been picked up and is safe. You were the one who was screwing around and imitating the police. You took my dog without my permission and threatened me. That's too much screwing around, isn't it?
I wasn't screwing around.
Shame on you. It's not something a 43-year-old truck driver would do, Barry Johnson.
What? How the hell do you know my name and job?
I'm a police officer and I'm using my authority and information network.
Huh? You said you're not a cop, right?
That was more like I made it look like I was lying, but I was telling the truth.
I don't get it. Which one are you after all?
Oh, I'm a police officer. By the way, the camera in front of the door is real too. I've already submitted the footage, so it's like we analyzed it and used it to identify you.
Oh, shit.
By the way, the car you smashed the glass off, that's not mine.
No, but it was parked in front of your house.
It's my in-laws' car.
You're kidding, right?
And the dog you took is also my husband's dog, and his name is Chocolate. John is my tortoise.
I thought it was a dog.
John is my beloved husband's memento. I couldn't allow you to use him as a bargaining chip.
What do you mean by memento?
My husband passed away 5 years ago.
What? He passed away?
He was in pursuit in a police car when a car crashed into him.
Your husband was a cop too?
Yes, he was. It's what you call a workplace romance.
Oh no.
By the way, my father-in-law is also a police officer and my mother-in-law is a teacher at the police academy.
No way. A family of cops? That's not good.
You don't know Gary, do you?
We're old acquaintances.
If you were friends, you'd know Gary was a cop.
We got to know each other at a bar quite a while ago. We didn't tell each other our professions or anything.
And yet you didn't even exchange contacts?
He said, let's have a drink if we meet here again.
You thought Gary was an accountant, didn't you?
Well, that's what he said.
Gary isn't the type to make friends with strangers. So when he goes out, he pretends to be an accountant. You must have eavesdropped on one of his conversations, followed him, and identified his house. I thought it was strange that you would suddenly visit me at home.
That's,
You thought I was rich because I lived in a nice house.
You don't?
That's the house my in-laws built. My father-in-law was born into a wealthy family, so he was able to build a house like that. We were just living there. My husband and I are both very ordinary police officers. It's hard work. Making a fortune is just a dream.
Seriously.
Why did you contact me after 5 years?
There are so many lists of pigeons. You were just buried in the crowd. I've been running out of ideas lately, and I just remembered.
So you watched me coming in and out of the house?
I noticed you were seeing this one particular guy a lot, so I took the opportunity to talk to him. I thought you were having an affair, but it turns out it was your brother. So I pretended to be a high school classmate and asked for your contact info.
That's what I thought. By the way, my brother is not a patsy. He's a police officer, so he was probably watching you.
Huh?
If someone just looked bad and seemed dangerous, normally he wouldn't tell you. He decided you might do something, so he gave you my number. He laughed and said his sister would take care of the rest.
Even the brother? What's going on?
We are a family of police officers. Didn't you say so yourself earlier? In the eyes of the public, a brother who puts his sister in danger is a bad thing. Well, but we are a little bit special. The criminal jumped in on his own, and I'm glad he did, because it saved us a lot of time and trouble in the investigation.
Well, you were smart enough not to pay me, so no harm done.
What are you talking about? That baseball cards are a precious memento of my husband's.
Oh yeah, I'll put them in a locker at the mall. I don't need them.
Please, do so.
See you later.
Wait a minute. No, Come the hell out of that building.
What? I thought I had the GPS covered.
Don't underestimate a police tail. As soon as they saw you on our cameras at our house, you were done.
Holy shit, I was scammed by the police.
How much have you scammed out of other people?
I don't know.
I'm sure I can find out, though. It's going to be a long haul for you.
Why are you doing this?
Because you're a scammer. Dimwit.
Damn it.
Johnson and his friends were arrested in the building where they were hiding out. They were found with a notebook with a record of their crimes, written in poor handwriting. The total amount of damage exceeded $10 million. If he hadn't been caught at that time, he might have really made more than $70 million by fraud, using cunning and dirty methods to exploit sensitive areas that people didn't want to talk about. The victims were choosing to silently endure it rather than making a fuss, thinking it would be better to settle things with money. Taking John was crime. The window of the car was damaged, and he was sentenced to 8 years in prison, along with past fraud charges. Naturally, we had to charge him for the repairs to the car. The guys defrauded people out of money to have fun with it. I wonder if they can handle a simple life. Thanks to Gary, we were able to arrest the criminals. I can't believe he's getting bad guys even after going to heaven. My husband is so cool. Hey, Tyler, what's wrong? You haven't talked to me since the wedding yesterday. You don't even answer when I call you directly. I had no choice but to text you. Did I do something wrong? I won't know if you don't tell me. If there's something wrong, let's talk about it. Anyway, I'm going to work this afternoon, so I'll be there. Leave me a message if you need anything. Bye. Natalie, good job on the wedding the other day. Hey, sis. Thank you, too, for coming. It's been a while since I've seen you, so I was happy to see you, too. I know you were busy with work, but you made the effort to come, right? Thank you so much. It's my sister's wedding, of course. But due to work, I couldn't make it to the meeting with both families, so I had to meet the groom's side on the day of the ceremony. That's totally fine. I talked it over with them, and they're fine. Hey, Natalie, are you alone right now? Yeah, I was just chilling in my room. Do you have time to text? I'm totally fine with that. What? Sounds a little deep, though. When you're like that, it's when you have something bad to say, right? No, actually, I'm afraid I'm going to tell you something a little, well, quite disturbing, so sorry. I knew it. What's wrong? About our mother and father? It might help to put it in a little more context. Really? I thought I was glad they came, even though they were a little reluctant. But then they said they'd never seen a bride whose wedding dress didn't suit her so well. And to top it all off, the guests on the bride's side lacked class. They were saying all sorts of stuff. I wish I could have stopped them, but it was like talking to a brick wall. They didn't listen one little bit. I'm really sorry. Making you feel bad like that on your wedding of all days? You don't have to apologize. I know you were trying your best to stop them, so don't worry about it. That's all I need from you. I mean, since you're on my side, I don't care what our parents say. It makes me feel better to hear you say that. Here's the problem. Huh? What's wrong? Calm down and listen to me. The folks are thinking of making Tyler my husband. Huh? Tyler is my husband. Even though they know that they're talking about it. Of course, I have no intention of doing that. I'm sure you know that, but just so you know. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, you have a boyfriend. You've been dating since high school. There's no way you would leave him just to marry Tyler. Why are they saying that? They don't know I have a boyfriend, because I've been hiding it. If they found out, they tried to break us up. Oh, I see. So you've been dating in secret all this time. But the idea of having the man who became your sister's husband your husband, that idea itself is insane. And along with that, how is Tyler, the center of this, doing? I saw the folks whispering stuff to Tyler at the after party. I was just wondering if you noticed anything unusual after that. Yeah, he didn't say a word. Oh, not a word? I mean, he's been completely and totally ignoring me. He won't even talk to me directly, and he's ignoring my messages. Is that right? Yeah, that's why I thought something was wrong. But since he won't talk to me, I can't ask him what's going on, and I'm having a hard time finding out. But it's possible that we just talked about has something to do with it. So that's been going on. I wonder what the folks were talking with him about. I can imagine that it's definitely the pattern of saying bad things about me. Natalie, why don't the two of us meet in person once and go over things? Yeah, that might be a good idea. Maybe as soon as possible. I have a bad feeling about this. If it's okay with you, how about tomorrow? How about we meet at the coffee shop between our offices? Yeah, I already know that I'm getting off on time tomorrow, so that won't be a problem. Okay, I'll see you there at 6:30 p.m. Okay. Good morning, Tyler. I'm going to have dinner with a friend of mine who's coming out here today. I'm sure you'll ignore me anyway, but I'll be home late, so I'm letting you know. Well, I'm off to work. Natalie, I got off on time. I'm going to catch the train now. How about you? I just got on the train. I'll be there on time. Yeah, perfect. By the way, is everything the same with Tyler? Yeah, I guess nothing has changed. I tried to call him this morning, but he's ignoring me. I can't even get a read on my messages. I see. Wait a minute. What's wrong? I got a message from Tyler. What? Oh, did he exchange contacts at the wedding or something? Contacting you directly is a little bit too suspicious. He's definitely up to something. Well, it's a good chance to find out what's going on. Hold on a second. Okay.
Good evening, Avery. It's Tyler.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, the first time I met you was at the wedding yesterday.
No need to apologize, Avery. It's all because Natalie, who was jealous of the beautiful Avery, made it all up.
What? Natalie orchestrated it? Jealous? What are you talking about?
Your parents told me everything. Natalie was jealous of you, her sister, who was different from her plain self, talented, popular, and doted on by your parents, and she repeatedly harassed you on a daily basis. I respect you, Avery. You have been able to live with dignity in such a situation until now. Don't worry, you are very beautiful. You are an attractive woman.
Huh?
I heard that the reason why you did not come to the meeting of both families before the marriage was because you were not informed of anything, because your sister said you are not her family. You, who was living such a hard life, fell in love with me at first sight at our wedding. But I heard that you were troubled by the fact that I became your sister's husband, and you were living in tears every day. But please, don't worry. Actually, from the moment I saw you at the wedding...
Wait a minute.
Excuse me?
I've never said anything like that, nor have I ever thought it. Could you please stop getting all worked up by yourself?
Huh?
I don't know what you've been told by our parents. My sister and I have always been and still are on good terms with each other, and I haven't fallen so low as to mess with someone who has become my brother-in-law.
Avery, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. Let's be honest. I'm in front of your apartment right now.
What? How do you know my apartment?
Your parents gave me your address, and I'm here to propose.
Huh?
Please, let me in.
I'm out.
Huh? I've also prepared a ring. And a bouquet of roses.
Either way, the answer is no. I have a boyfriend. Excuse me. Oh no, oh no.
What's wrong?
Natalie, you'd better get a divorce.
What?
I'll show you the message later, but he's out of the question. I got goosebumps. Way too scary.
What in the world? Sis, are you okay? Did you get to your boyfriend's place?
I got there safe and sound. I didn't go back to the house. I moved in with my boyfriend, so everything is fine now. I'm sorry I worried you. I wonder if the folks found out about him. Even though I was nervous, it was a mistake to tell them I had a boyfriend. But I've got my sleepover stuff in his room, so I'll figure it out. I mean, I'll make it work.
Gosh, I'm really sorry.
Natalie, there's nothing to apologize for. So I just talked to him, and we decided to move up the plan I just told you about and do it in the near future.
That way it will be at the same time as my move.
That's right.
Oh yeah, but I guess it would be better for both of us to keep each other safe.
Can you give me 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll call you tomorrow with the details.
Okay. Avery, let's have a date tomorrow. Your parents told me that your refusal the other day was just because you were embarrassed. This is where I should take the initiative. I'm sure you've been bullied by Natalie and have become timid. But don't worry. I will break the shell of your heart. If I show you my manly side, you'll come along too, right? I'll pick you up from work in my car, we'll have dinner at a restaurant with a night view, and you'll accept my proposal. After that, I've reserved a suite at a nearby hotel. I don't need to say any more, do I? I'm really looking forward to it.
Natalie, I got a creepy message. My whole body started to itch from goosebumps. What? Was it Tyler? Yes, he said he was going to take me to a restaurant with a night view and that we were going straight to a hotel suite on the assumption that he was going to propose to me. It's disgusting. Wow, I'm really sorry. Natalie, you don't need to apologize. No, I'm sorry I married that guy. I'm sorry I'm not a good judge of men. Well, I'll accept your apology, but you're the victim here too. He's the one who's crazy and our parents. We'll fight our way out of this ourselves. I feel strong with you by my side, sis. Hey, why don't you move your stuff out of your apartment tonight? Your boyfriend's been going over there packing stuff up, right? Yeah, he has. I asked him about it and he said he's already packed 80% of it, so we can do it tonight. If that's your plan, I'll make my move tonight. Actually, I'm already prepared. I'm just waiting for you. I see. I don't know what Tyler is gonna do next. I guess my first priority is to physically eliminate the chance of going back to that apartment.
Avery, I was there to pick you up in my sports car with a bouquet of roses. Who was that guy? Who does that guy think he is to interrupt my proposal?
He's my boyfriend.
Huh?
The other day I told you I had a boyfriend, didn't I? He and I have been together for years now, and we've been talking about marriage, so it's deeply annoying that you've been following me around these past few days. No matter what you do to me, there is absolutely no way I'm getting married to you, or anything, so please give it up.
But your parents are...
The thing is that they're not happy with my present boyfriend, so they're trying to get me to break up with him. And they're harassing me because my sister, whom they've always despised, got married before I did.
Huh?
I'm sorry that you got involved in the mess. It's not something that the guy who married my sister should have to deal with in the first place. Please, stop following me around anymore. I moved out of the room there to live with my boyfriend.
What?
Excuse me.
You're kidding, right? Natalie,
Tyler.
If you want, why don't we go out to dinner now? Actually, I have reservations at a restaurant, and after that, a hotel suite.
It's been about a month since you started ignoring me. I'm divorcing you.
What?
I was wondering what you were doing proposing to my sister. I don't know what you were doing completely ignoring me, your new wife. I'm really dumbfounded.
You know...
And I want compensation too.
What? Wait a minute.
I'll leave the divorce papers on the table.
I failed to propose to Avery.
I know, but still. Goodbye.
Huh? Oh no! Natalie, you're the only one I love. Please, understand, I proposed to her unwillingly. I just got caught up in your parents' craziness. Natalie, please come back to me.
Sis, have things settled down over there? Yes, I'm fine. Thanks to you, my stuff is all packed up. You're in the company dormitory, right? Does it look okay? Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable company dormitory. There's a security guard at the entrance, so there's no need to worry about suspicious people. That's good to know. Oh yeah, Mom called me for the first time in a while. Oh, what did she say? Tyler, with his high income and high specs, is the one who deserves to be with my brilliant and talented big sister. So you should step down gracefully. Huh? Are they still saying that? They saw the scale of the wedding and thought Tyler made more money. When I told them I paid more money for the wedding than he did, the ass-kicking started. It was so funny. I laughed so hard. Oh, yeah. You hadn't told him that your yearly income this year will be over $120,000. I just hang up and block their calls. That's what I'm talking about. That was really refreshing. They must be in a panic right now. I can't help but laugh when I imagine it. Also, I'm going to change my cell phone number tomorrow morning, so I'll let you know later. Okay, Roger. Why don't you hurry up and change yours too? I guess so. I think I'll go to a cell phone store on my next day off. Let's have dinner together again after we get settled. Let's splurge a little to celebrate the success of our mission. Okay. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. My parents were actually in debt. They were planning to have my sister they adored so much take care of them in their old age, including financially, and they kept spending money without thinking about it. They asked for help from all my relatives, but since they all knew about what happened, they gave them the cold shoulder. My sister and I have decided that neither of us will help them in any way, and that they need to handle the situation themselves. Later, my divorce from my husband was finalized. There was no damage on my part, but Tyler's was different. The speedy divorce 1 month after the wedding, coupled with the reasons for it, was enough for the guy to lose his credibility at work, and he couldn't stand the comments, so he voluntarily resigned. His parents disowned him, and now his savings has been wiped out by the compensation to my sister and me, and he spends his days having trouble finding food to eat.
April, how are you? Long time no see. Who are you? Oh my god, I'm your friend Rose. Huh? Rose? Why? How many years has it been? Why do you have my number? What? I asked you how long it's been since I've seen you. Answer me. Well, it's been since I graduated from junior college, so about 9 years. Oh yeah, well done, LOL. I knew you were smart. Who gave you my number? By the way, I heard you got married. What? Come on, answer my question. I'm asking the questions. I'm married, but... Oh really? I see. Tell me how you got my number. So, is this guy your husband? Hey, what? Actually, you know, your husband Tommy is my current boyfriend. What? No way. It really is true. What do you mean, boyfriend? Are you having an affair with Tommy? Oh, you're so smart, aren't you? I can't believe that. Why? The proof is, well, last Sunday, I guess. Tommy was out, right? Yes, he was out, but... He went shopping with me and then went to a hotel. While we were shopping, he found a limited edition pair of sneakers from a famous manufacturer. He found 2 pairs in different colors, red for me and blue for him. We bought matching pairs. The next day, he went jogging in his new blue sneakers. When he goes jogging, isn't it either 6 to 7 in the morning or 8 to 9 at night? Yes, but how do you know that? Because we're meeting, of course. What? He says he's going jogging, but we're actually doing things together in my car. That's a lie. I told you it's true. So you're saying that you took my phone number from Tommy's phone? Well, yeah. Oh. Since it's true, this is probably where I should say I'm sorry for taking your husband away. But you wouldn't ask me to say something so stupid, right? Why? What? Are you going to make me say it? Did you forget? I said it before many times, didn't I? You also repeated it over and over, didn't you? Smart April didn't forget what she said then, did she? That's... Come on, say it. I can beat you up again just like back then, right? Go ahead, say it. Now, say it. What's mine is yours, Rose. Yes, that's it. Even if it's been 9 years since we graduated, or decades from now, it'll never change. That means your husband is mine. You understand? Does that mean I should get a divorce? Well, yeah. At first, I thought I'd just sleep with him and be done with it. But then I heard that Tommy is the president of a company. What's more, he lives in such a huge mansion. I don't know how you managed to get such a respectable man. But he's too good for you, so I'll take him. Besides, I want to be married by the time I'm 30. I have less than a year to go, so I need to hurry. So, Tommy is mine. Let me think about it. Huh? You should have said yes, I'll give him to Rose. That's the way it's always been, isn't it? It's not the same as before. Tommy and I are married in the legal sense, and there are procedures necessary for divorce. I can't go along with just losing a cheating boyfriend and being done with him like we did back then. Rose, you've been divorced once, right? You know you have to go through the process, right? Can't you at least understand that? Oh, you knew about my divorce? I don't remember who told me, but yeah, I know. Well, it's true that divorce is a lot of hassle, but if you don't bother me with these procedures, I'll wait for you. I don't think I'll have to bother you during the process. It's between me and Tommy. Oh, I see. Well then, please do it as soon as possible. I'll do it. Hey, April! How long are you going to make me wait? I said I wanted to get married soon, right? I said I wanted to be married by 30, right? Hurry up! Hurry, hurry! You didn't run away, did you? I won't let you run away from me. Rose, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just about to call you. The divorce is final. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to go register the marriage right now. Right now? Tommy is still here. How will you get the marriage certificate? The marriage certificate is already written. All I have to do is submit it. Oh, I see. If you have time to worry about me and Tommy, why don't you worry about yourself instead? Get your stuff together and get out of that house. Yeah, I'm packing my bags. Yeah, good idea. LOL. Now, what do you need to say? What's mine is Rose's. Good. April? Hey, what's this? What's wrong? What's going on? Why is Tommy's stuff being brought to my house? Tommy even said he moved out of that house. What is this? What? Tommy divorced me. Is there a problem with that? Divorce isn't a problem, but why was Tommy kicked out? That mansion is for me and Tommy to live in. All you have to do is get out. You're the intruder, right? You kicked Tommy out of the house and now you want to live there? How dare you? I'm not trying to live there. I told you I'm packing my bags too. Did Tommy not tell you? What? This house is in my father's name. Huh? Your father? This is my father's second house. He just let me live here to take care of the house as well. Wait a minute. I thought you had a single mom. When you were about to graduate from junior year, your mother was sick. I felt sorry for you then, so I gave you a job. What? What do you mean? I mean, didn't you say you don't know who your father is? You said you were estranged from all your relatives except your mother, and that you were all alone in the world. That's what I was told too. 5 years ago, I found out something that surprised me. You mean you found your father? Yes, that's right. I don't know if this really pertains to me, but I guess facts are stranger than fiction. What is it? What's going on? Don't be coy, just tell me. My father was the president of a company. What? When he was young, for some reason he couldn't marry my mother and they separated. And he married another woman without knowing that I was his daughter. But 5 years ago, he found out that my mother had already passed away and that I existed, so he came to see me. Now I work for my father's company to make a living. What? What is that? That kind of happy story. I can't believe that would happen to you of all people. Really, I still think I'm dreaming sometimes. Are you serious? Yes, it's true. Wow. Hey, April. So there's something in it for me too, right? Something you can benefit from? What are you talking about? The mansion there. You say it's in your dad's name, but if you beg him, he'll give it to you. Oh, that's 100% not going to happen. Why not? What's yours is mine. So why don't you just take what's yours and give it to me? We're selling the house. What? Sold? I told you, I don't live here. Tommy brought another woman here while I was gone. My father decided to sell the house because he didn't want a house with such a bad memory. What? I've never been in that house. I think there's some kind of a mistake. Oh, I'm not talking about you, Rose. I'm talking about Tommy's true love. Huh? You're lying. What are you talking about? It's a lie. That's not true. I mean, it's such a fake story. Oh, that part's not so bad either. Tommy's company is being absorbed by my father's company. What do you mean? Tommy's company was on the verge of collapse when I got married. My father became the largest shareholder of Tommy's company and supported it, somehow keeping it afloat until now. And then this affair happened, didn't it? My father was so angry with Tommy that he decided to cut off all support. Tommy's company could no longer stand on its own. And since Tommy's company couldn't stand on its own, it would be difficult for the other employees if it went bankrupt. So, the company was absorbed into my father's company. Well then. Tommy is stepping down. He was starting over as an employee, but he still didn't feel comfortable there. So he resigned yesterday, and the severance pay was used to pay my alimony. Tommy is now poor and unemployed? Also, his parents have cut him off, so he's lost his house to go back to. That's not good. I've already registered the marriage. Don't make me accept such a bad partner. I'm divorced. It's none of my business. I don't need an unemployed homeless person. Give me your mansion. What's yours is mine, right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, really? I hear the buyout price is in the hundreds of millions. Can you afford it? Hey, that's for free. What's yours is mine. There's no way I'm paying money to you. Come on, say it again. Come on, say it. What's mine is Rose's, right? Say it quickly. Like I said before, it's in my father's name, so it's not mine. I can't give it to you for free because it's not mine. I gave Tommy to you, so isn't it fine? I'm not happy to get that unemployed loser. I mean, he's a burden. Just shut up and give me the mansion. You want to be ripped to shreds? You'd better stop doing that. Don't talk back. There are plenty of men out there who would tear you to shreds if I would just talk to them. I didn't tell you, but I have a bodyguard with me at all times now. Bodyguard? What? Why you? My half-brother was almost kidnapped once before. I've heard it's been this way ever since. If you do anything to me, I'm sure there will be payback for you and your friends. Stop it! Don't say threatening things! If that's what you think, then please don't get involved with me anymore. Frankly, I don't like the idea of having my father's power behind me. But he has more anger towards you than I do. Even I, his own daughter, was shaken up by it. Right now, I just have a bodyguard. But if anything more happens to me, I'm afraid someone will pay you a visit. Wait! I don't want anything to do with you from now on. Just get out of this town with Tommy. Wait! I work for a company too, you know. You're asking me to resign now? It's not like you don't know how hard it is to find a job in this day and age. If you leave by the end of this month, I'll reduce your payments somewhat. Payment? I have to pay something. You were having an affair, so it's only natural. Just to let you know, Tommy's true love paid the money we demanded in one go and left this town yesterday. Oh no, you're kidding, right? This is the maximum concession I can make. My lawyer is on his way over there right now. Lawyer? I've been thinking a lot about this, so I'll make sure to settle things with Rose. I'll see you in court next time. I found out later. The marriage certificate that Rose submitted was something she prepared jokingly when she and Tommy had a drink together, and it was not something that was properly agreed upon. However, Rose was the only thing that remained for Tommy, who had lost so many things. When Rose asked for a divorce, Tommy went into a half-crazy state and has been unemployed ever since. Since then, Rose has been forced to live a very constrained life with Tommy, who is unemployed at the new place they moved to. So, this time, I had the help of my father to solve the problem. But I realized that I myself could not continue as I am now, and that I had to change. I would like to take this experience as a positive one and think hard about how I can live a stronger and prouder life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.